Dot and Bubble and kindness all day long.
Good morning to you. Another day.
Imagine waking up to that.
Get off the monitor, I don't want to see her
The
face.
Space Baby sequel no one asked for.
Oh, this day is already too much. I'm so tired of this, babe.
The face of evil. If I play this song, YouTube will disallow it on copyright grounds. Bless YouTube. People suffering for their art. Hopefully we'll get to see Judy's take on the righteous fury of the Time Lord. God, it's like a Joey B. Toons advert. Oh, off, you fuckwits.
It's a new spin on the dragging of a corpse.
Yes, the characters are all instantly unlikable, except the one concerned about his missing pal. Gosh, I sure hope nothing happens to either of them. It's amusing that Judy, the most Instagram-friendly of the doctors, is the one who gets blocked, while Ruby Sunday, with her people skills and ridiculous name, fits right in here. I think I'll swipe right in the slug instead.
Vegetative to slug. Good follow through in the metaphor there. Also liking the big bugs infestation of the community, which has a Hitchcock and horror schlock sensibility to it. So it's about the 16-minute mark, and I'm wondering when the Tootie and Millie format will change. So I'm glad we get the 2-screen, 1-set bit. The flip side is how this is all told from Lindsay's POV, though never making us complicit with her abhorrence.
Come on, Lindy. It's this way. Yes. No. Yes.
Nobody likes salting the snail, but she gives you no choice.
She doesn't leave you with any option.
You just have to do what I say and walk forward.
The reintroduction of Ricky September and, oh, he's actually quite pleasant. Huh? Is this the doctor catfishing her?
I tried to warn people on my videos, but they kept getting deleted.
Ricky talks history, stops her from the slug. White doctor? Yes, we know how alphabets work. Fucking hell, I'm missing Sesame Street for this. And the setup is massively flagged. She's an ex-target, assures Graham Linehan is a predictable and vile writer.
But it's really, really nice to meet you. And you were so pretty.
Bye-bye, Susie. Bye. As charming as Ricky is, his getting thwacked made me laugh. It's a bold follow-through in Lindy's choice to sacrifice him for no more reason than she's a bitch. And Judy's friend request is denied. It's a curious poise. Counterculture refugees made up of the next gen of the ruling class. And a really odd place to end the episode. Certainly bold, but madly tricky ending.
Doctor Who Unleashed suggests a racial undertone and attitude towards the Doctor that is never overt in the episode itself, and that, says RTD, is what the ending hangs on. So let's break it down and talk a bit about that. The components of the dot and the bubble give us an astronomical picture, one satellite in orbit. Though it's Lindy as the dot main character the orbit revolves around. At least so she thinks. Bubble conjures images of isolation and echo chambers. So let's leave the race component aside for the moment and think about issues of class. Though Lindy's social circle doesn't look like it, they are on a par with private school elites. The institutionalised who run states into the ground in 45 days are usually much more.
No, not just anyone. If you can afford it, obviously.
She couldn't admit to a scenario where she'd be saved by an alien. That's you and me. Notice the wind. It's used to accentuate nature's otherness for her. The rain never flattens her head. YouTube promotional rules won't let me show you UK Premier Rich E in the rain. And you know what? It doesn't have to be about race as long as you think. It's fair to say that the race element here is so quiet and nuanced. I didn't see it.
I wonder, will you be 10 minutes into it? Will you be 15? Will you be 20? Before you start to think everyone in this community is white? And if you don't think that, why didn't you?
Dot and Bubble isn't so concerned about having a message as it is about asking you and I to talk about relationships. So let's see how that conversation is going in the first batch of reviews. Yeah, I don't think you know what a parody is. Oh, White Rider. Weak tackling of racism. Oh, White Rider. Oh, White Rider. Oh, White Rider. Are they all racist? Oh no. But expect to see plenty of racist writing to come of this episode under fair commentary and freedom of the piss. I don't know how much I can talk about race as I live in Northern Ireland, a mostly mono-ethnic region, albeit one that every person and their cat seems to have an idea about how we should self-identify. For generations in social studies, writings have amounted to a trend considering whitelessness as racelessness. Barbara Applebaum defines the area of critical scholarship as a quest for invisible structures, and invisibility comes up quite a lot. Far more predominantly than whites feeling any kind of race hatred is our notion of white privilege as centrist invisible. Peggy McIntosh is a key author in this area. She says we have these social, political and cultural advantages that we're not taught to recognise. Unless we're filling in forms, we tend not to think about our whiteness. Macintosh proposes white people examining whiteness as opposed to racelessness can help and gain valuable insights. Maybe you want to look at it this way, or as class income, like having a TV and being able to watch Doctor Who and then going and whining about it to all your little mates. Of course, it makes the episode a lot richer if you think of several different things at the same time. I'd not be surprised if this episode is further scorned, but will age incredibly well.
I'm sending you all locations.